Alrighty. Alrighty. So, we are going back to leveling, this lovely character. We are currently at level 5. I had muted all the audio because we were doing our pre-stream yep. Let me put this back to like 50. How dare you? Don't you do me. Currently, we are a Holy Paladin. If you are a nerd for World of Warcraft, here's my stats: Divine Intellect, Spiritual Focus, Healing Light, Unyielding Faith. Improved Devotion Aura, Toughness, Guardian's Favor, and Blessing of Kings. Our gear is kind of shite at the moment. I need new stuff in some departments. So I'm gonna take a little bit of time to just shop for those real quick. Cheers to you, Sylvie. I'll take a big swig of cola because my coffee is still too hot to drink. But today we are going to be doing some questing rather than dungeons, because dungeon spamming has not been very fruitful for me. I spend a lot of time fucking with parties who have no idea what the hell they're doing, and it fucking shows they have no idea what they're doing. Those are good. I'll take that. I need new boots. Yeah, that works. Not me just buying a bunch of blues. Don't worry about it. I need a new belt. Let's not just keep dumping our shit into... We'll do boar, why not? And I need a new chest piece. Do we have... yeah, that's fine. Maybe... Nah, it's fine. Alright. But anyways, we're gonna go do some overworld questing. I've been doing a lot of Scarlet Monster shenanigans off camera. And I think in about... If I had to, like, put a number to it, I think in about 8 hours, I've gained 3 levels. And that's not the greatest pace. It's not terrible. It's not the worst pace you could ever have. But it's not what I'm happy with, right? Especially with the amount of, like, levels we still need to gain. Because we have this week and a little bit of next before TBC opens up officially. So we're gonna do our best to try and, you know, break out, go and, you know, be a big strong warrior. Not warrior. Oh, I did not mean to sell that, actually. Give me that back. Go and be a big strong paladin that everyone loves and adores. Because fucking trying to get this shit going any other way has just not been working out for me. How has everyone else been feeling? What did you do over the weekend? What have y'all done over the weekend? What have you been engaged with? Because really, I've been trying to restore my energy. I've been so fucking exhausted this past month. I don't know what the hell has happened to me. I'm gonna blame the sun. I'm sure the sun has, like, something to do with it. You know what I mean? God, silk is so fucking cheap these days. Throw all this up. Throw up that mage weave. Post the mage weave. Throw up these keys. I don't know if anyone's gonna make use of them. I didn't have a weekend. I was unconscious for most of it. Good! I'm glad you're getting your sleep in. Because I'm sure you were sleeping. And nothing else. There was no other problem that you had in your time. You were purely asleep and well-rested and taking care of yourself. I am sure you were not engaging in any inappropriate behavior that would be bad for your health. No, I don't think you would. I don't think you would do that. Thank you for the coffee post, Myth. Giraffe, welcome on in. How you doing? Why I walk all the way through? Fucking tavern's right here. Anyways, I was helping my other artist turn with the comic pages, mainly flats. I did mouth rigging my VTuber model. Yippee! Also, I really want to make a VTuber child, but I don't have examples, so currently inking first commission of the year. Best of luck. You
got my attention.
Having a VTuber child is definitely a weird scenario to be in. And the reason I say that is because when you have someone who you can be like, yes, I am contributing to, you know, this, that, or the other thing with this other person. You know, it's not just a case of like, you know, this other person, like, you are directly involved with their development as a content creator. And the upside of that, right, is how to put it? The upside of that is that you can benefit a lot from their success as a content creator, because the more popular they get, the more your work gets shown, and, you know, you might get more income out of it. The flip side is that if they turn out to be a piece of shit, you also get looked at as a piece of shit. And it sucks. It makes it very, like, it is a very delicate dynamic that I'll use that word. Very delicate dynamic that you need to have with whoever you decide to, you know, take on work for, because they're not always going to be the healthiest people for you or your brand. You know what I mean? You're picking up what I'm putting down. God, I'm fully aware. Yeah, you're fine. I would just say that if you do want to have a VTuber child, I think the most important thing is really knowing who you're working for, you know, because they're like, it's a reputation thing, and you just gotta trust that their reputation isn't horrible. That's the best you can do. And if they do turn out to be a horrible person, you can just, you know, fucking shake your hands, walk away, and not call it a thing. Hello, Tom. Welcome on in. How you doing today? Griffin, are the pre-stream mountain period? Kinda. Hey guys, welcome on in. I'm gonna be flying from Eastern Plaguelands all the way down to Booty Bay. So while we do that, we're gonna have a pre-stream amble, and we're gonna go through all the important details of the week while we're talking. But no, I think that a fair bit of people have, in a way, I typo check. Yeah, you're fine. I think a fair bit of people have down to what bay? Booty Bay. Booty Bay. It's down here. It's the place of the pirates, you know, and all the yar har fiddly dee. Do what you want because you're a pirate, you know. The Booty Bay. Everyone loves Booty Bay. Can I do Swamp of Sorrows? I could do Swamp of Sorrows questing. That is an option. I could do Swamp of Sorrows questing. I probably won't do Swamp of Sorrows questing. I fucking hate Swamp of Sorrows, but I could do Swamp of Sorrows questing. Desolus, what dungeons could I even do right now if I wanted to queue up for a dungeon? I'm still Razor Fen and Scarlet territory. Okay, fine. Seriously, I say Griffin Mounts are the best period, second to Dragons. I think when Wrath of the Lich King came out, and they had tailors and engineers able to make helicopters and flying carpets, I think that was really good. I think that was a really, really good time period of mounts that you could use. I loved having a flying carpet in Wrath of the Lich King. That was such a cool fucking feature and a good reward for being a high level art, you know, crafter, you know? Like, I enjoy when professions give you a neat little cosmetic bonus at the very end, just for the sake that you went through the trouble of getting to that point, you know? I think that's a really, really good benefit. Who are you doing? What are you doing? Stupid. Well, I couldn't even finish reading your name. All right, have fun, stupid. So the reason I'm choosing South Shore, is one, there's a bunch of quests here that we can do. Two, it puts us in a contested zone, so we may have the ability to murder some people. And three, I don't know. Hillsbrad Foothills is just where I've always been. Alright. You want Yeti fur. That's fine. Let me clear out my quest log real quick. So, everything else is... everything else is already cleaned up. Alright, cool. I want to make sure I'm not, like, fucking myself over. Hey, Kova, how are you everyone doing today? I'm doing alright. I'm a bit tired, a bit sleepy.
Hey there.
Crush Ridge Bounty. You want me to go kill ogres? Subtle, did you see the sword I got? Soulthraze the Lasher. Damn. And I'll say that too. Damn. Lowers target strength by 15 and deals 90 to 210 additional shadow damage with an additional 125 over 50. Jesus fuck, where the hell did you even get that? Is my question. I haven't even seen that sword before. Or if I have, it looks cool. It does look pretty cool. I'm not. God damn. Paladin with a cursed blade. Alright. Alright, I dig it. Tin and Zulfa. Oh, it's the Zulfarok blade. That makes more sense.
Light bless you.
I've never seen anyone actually succeed in getting Soulthraze. Damn, that's actually pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
Well met. Go with
I've never had anyone succeed, like, known anyone who succeeded in getting it. That kind of puts you a step above. Alright, down the coast. Okay.
greetings.
I'm just accepting all the quests real quick, and then we'll parse out what to do with all of them in a moment. It's a drippy sword. And mechanically, for like a level, like on curve level 50? How many levels are behind this point? Yeah, I'm about 15 levels behind. Don't worry about it, Kofa. How about, have you tried not worrying about it? Have you tried, like, not stressing about it? Have you tried not asking questions? Have you tried, you know, just accepting this as a, you know, a thing that's happening?
Arcanon Poros.
Retrieve the shipment of rare crystals from the Forsaken. Yeah, sure.
The lessons of the past.
Throw yourself in a quest. Exactly.
What can I do for you?
Turtle meat. Costly. Once you kill 8 mountain lion. Okay. Not worried. I'm curious. You got a lot of progress. I do. But to be fair, like, here's the thing. I spent Saturday doing, like, other stuff, you know, to try to mix up the content that we're doing. I slept the majority of the weekend. Like, I just don't have, like, the mental capacity to sit down and play WoW for, like, 12 hours at a time. You know, like, I enjoy World of Warcraft, don't get me wrong. I love playing this game. And I really, really hope, that this is a good game to start working on, like, being more of an MMO streamer with. However, at the same time, I have other, like, my attention span does not last long enough to be able to sit here for 12 hours. Don't apologize for not being a degen. I try not to be. Somehow, you know, we always end up in these kind of scenarios. But we do our best regardless. I love playing this game, but I do need to take breaks. Or if I'm not, you know, playing WoW, or like if I'm going to play WoW, right? I sometimes just need to play a different character. I need to be doing something else. Because I'll be so real with you. The Paladin leveling experience has not been great. I don't know if I'm just playing Paladin wrong.
That spell isn't...
Which I'll fully admit is, you know, a possibility. It's just not interesting. At 50, you get your first button. Thank fuck. Thank fuck, gamer. Because right now it's apply that, apply this. Maybe at some point I'll throw on Blessing of Might. With an axe fucking 11 levels lower than me, I'm critting people for 300 damage. C'est la vie, what can you do? And I'm not even a Retribution Paladin, right? Like, I'm not even a Retribution Paladin. Hey, Bahamut, how you doing? No, don't heal. Thank you. But yeah, we're gonna do Paladin Low is sad, but in a party. In a party, it's also good. I wanted to start, I was started off as a tank paladin, choose you is. I started off as a tank paladin, but trying to tank as a paladin like pre-level 50 was just so not worth my time. It's really just unfortunate. Hey Spartan. Hey Scarlet. Just so not worth my time. So I respect Holy, because I still, like, there's a lot of Retribution Paladins running around, and I know if I try to queue into dungeons as a Retribution Paladin, I'm just not gonna get dungeons. And I'm not making my own dungeon groups either. I ain't taking responsibility for that. I ain't got the patience for that. So, but now I'm in this weird fucking spot, goddamn, where I'm trying to do, like, overworld questing, but like almost none of my perks are coherent to the idea of being overworld questing, other than like maybe Unyielding Faith for the fear resistance. Maybe.
It's too far away.
I do have like gear to wear. Namely, I got Ravager off of the last army run that I did. And Gauntlets and Divinity. So like I have, going to the kitchen real quick, enjoy your food. So I have like gear to upgrade into. We're just not there yet to like actually do it. I'm waiting for like a fucking Pyro Mage to like come over and like palm fire blast me. I'm waiting for like something stupid to happen. Who are you? 32 Dwarf Paladin? Okay. General incompetence of rando is painful as fuck. I'm embarrassed for the missed watching.
I can't cast that.
Homie, okay. Y'all were here when I was doing some other dungeons, or at least some of you were. Seal of Command. What does that one do again? Seal of Justice. Maybe I'm just like not using the correct abilities. The protection? Or is that like something later on? It's something later on. Oh, it's a retribution talent. Gives a paladin a chance to deal additional holy damage equal to 70% of normal weapon damage. Oh yeah, no, that's fucking amazing. And it just it bursts for another additional. Yeah, that's really good. That's really fucking good. I'm just in a weird spot at the moment. What was I saying? Coherence, you're a soldier of insert God here, paladin. Your faith will send you to victory, not facts. We believe in the light, and the light exists. Don't worry about it. Maybe I'm better off just having Seal of Crusader on for the swing speed. No, hitting with the enhanced. Can you not? Oh, that's the wrong fucking button. Yeah, I hate myself. But what was I saying? You guys were there, or at least some of you were, when I was doing the like dungeons earlier. We had 3 mages, which for the Alliance are one of 3 classes that can decurse. Not decursing any of the curses in the party. 3 mages out of 5 people. No decurses to be found. We've had groups where the tank feels like they're playing Final Fantasy XIV and can wall-to-wall pull and not work with the healer at all, and everything will work out fine. No, that's not how that works. I had groups that, namely a Shadow Priest who was vocally concerned the entire time about having a Paladin healer, and then would try to help heal, and then get mad when they were forced into a healer role, even though I, the healer, was doing fine without them to begin with. And then rage quit the game when they were called out. Oh, that's a Hordy over there. Could I get them? They're a little bit lower level than me.
That spell isn't ready yet.
To be honest, I try prot tanking dungeons, and at our lower level, I can only hold threat and keep mana with deep ret with registry on. Yeah, it sucks. Orc Warlock. They have a resurrection stone. I'm not liking my. I mean, it's Orc Warlock. It's Warlock, right? Like, how much can they really do? You know. If I had Ravager equipped, I'd say yeah, do it. Hold on, let me open these clams in the middle of our battle.
Can't cast that. That's still recharged.
God. I don't know, like, so okay, here's something I'm planning on doing. One of the more popular short series I had for RimWorld was my aggressive tip of the day. You know, where I insulted the viewer, you know, I was mean about everything. It was just an aggressive way of, like, explaining mechanics of RimWorld, because people have a degradation fetish, I guess, I don't know. And I'm considering rebooting that series, but for World of Warcraft Classic specifically. I don't know how well received it will be. And the only reason I haven't done it yet is because I have to be so careful about making sure that what I'm saying is factually correct. Because WoW players are so fucking nitpicky all the goddamn time. They love to jump on you the moment you're like a fraction wrong. And I'm trying to avoid that. Bard insulted the viewer. That's part of the experience. I know, right? Silel is so mean to his audience. What the fuck? He doesn't care about the people that supports him. No, I care very much. That's why I'm willing to tell you when you're being a dumbass. Hi, Oakham. Welcome on in. How you doing? How you been? How was your weekend? You made a minor spelling mistake. Jump 'em, boys! Looks like meat's back on the menu. Alright, I need whomps. I need oracles. I need 2 more oracles. And then we're done with these murlocs, and then we'll go up and do turtles next.
Need to get closer.
Oh yeah.
I can't cast that yet.
So, by the way, when is it? Was maintenance today or is it tomorrow? It was today. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, I thought if maintenance was tomorrow, I was going to probably do something else, but I don't know what it would have been. The weather was nice, so I biked home from work today. Hell yeah. The weather near me consists of... That's a level 37 Blood Elf Rogue.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Let us see what they decide to do. I'm watching them. The moment they go stealth, where they're gonna be. See, hold on. Like the holy glitters. Hold on. Let me take a look at you. You have enchanted weapons. Yeah, go stealth all you want. Okay. 37 rogue. I think they had enchanted weapons, but I couldn't tell what they were enchanted with. Again, if I had a better weapon, I'd probably be more confident about jumping some alliance. That's literally the only thing holding me back at the moment. Is I don't think I have the damage to Kirk explode them as paladins are meant to. I think that's my only problem. Alrighty, we have turtles. I remember in the ye old days of SOD Season 1 when these turtles were the most desired thing ever, and I couldn't tell you why. Like, I don't know why people kept fighting these turtles. I feel like they had some weird drop tied to them in SOD, but I don't know what the fuck that drop was. I don't remember at all. Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, don't forget to bless. Oh, you're so right, King. I forgot they give paladins the shaman treatment and make them have a buff that only lasts a third of the time of every other buff in the game. By the way, I got another hate comment on my YouTube stuff. Are we proud, guys? Are we gaming? Someone went to the VOD of the last live stream we did on YouTube. And can you guess what amazing... I wish I hadn't deleted it at this point, because I feel like I need to really call attention to how great it was. Haters mean you're doing something right? Not entirely. That's not a good way to live life. Not entirely. That's not entirely correct. Let's be careful with that logic. The beautiful comment I was left that just left me so infatuated in love with my brand new fan, and this cat is gonna piss me off. I fucking guarantee it. Fucking stupid ass fucking cat. What the hell was your problem? Why are you like this? Why do I have to fucking deal with you? You're just a fucking... Anyways, point being, Tobe, thank you. Do you prefer Tob or Dude? Which do you prefer? Thank you for following. It's a pleasure to have you. The lovely comment I received was, "This ist the gayest shite Eufer." Spelt exactly like that. And I wish I could show you the spelling of it. Like, they were saying this is the gayest shit. Like, no, it's not German. That's not German. It was just so oddly spelt. This ist, which makes it sound German. Die gayest shite Eufer. Eufer? I don't know where that comes from. The Eufer really got me. I just sat there, like, waiting for like 3 minutes. Like, how do I respond to this? Like, what do I actually say to this in a way that's productive? And the answer, like usual, is I just delete it. Like, the answer is per usual. Typo in the hate comment realm. You don't even know. You don't even know, bud. I need to be careful. I know Horde like to hang out around over here by Terran Mill.
It's too far away.
When the haters up there misspelling game after getting heated over being called AI. Mm-hmm. AI would never make those kind of spelling mistakes. I'm such an idiot. I'm layering the wrong fields. I'm being such a dumbass. Hey, my ways paladin not sound great. Maybe because you keep doing the wrong abilities, you idiot. Makes me either English and spelled phonetically through a thick-ass accent or a Scots English. It could be Scottish. Scottish, I would believe it if it was Scottish. I'd believe it if it was Scottish. If a Scotsman hated me, I'd probably just at Duke. I'd ask Duke why I'm being like hated on by the Scots, and see if he can't translate it or, you know, decipher anything more deeper for me. I trust Duke with my life when it comes to anything to Scottish culture. He is my token Scottish friend, as everyone should have in their life. If you don't have a token Scottish friend, what are you doing, really?
I can't loot that
Oops.
right now.
I don't know why Mason is waving at me, but Gnome Land Security? I don't know if I trust a guild called Gnome Land Security. You wanted that ore? Too fucking bad. You level boosted. I have no respect for you if you level boosted. I understand if TBC's out, right? Like it's out, and you're there, like you're just want to get in. I can understand that a little bit more. Master, check the gnome land wasn't secure. No, not really.
I need to get closer.
Be the ours. Look, if you boosted your character, that means that you have money to spend. If you have money to spend, and you choose to boost your character, it means that you do not care about the integrity of the game. And if you do not care about the integrity of the game, you might as well buy gold and go to the auction hall and buy a shit ton of ore and level up your smithing that way. That's how I view it. That's my train of thought. If you're already, like, you might as well just go the full mile rather than just doing it. Because I can understand if, you know, TBC's been out and you're worried about, like, the leveling zones not having, like, anyone there. You're not able to do the dungeons you want to do because no one's in Dungeon Finder. You know, I can understand boosting then so that you can play the game. You can be a part of the game. You can be a part of the community. You're not just locked into a dead 58 levels. However, with it being the pre-patch, you have time to level up. And even, like, I'm not going to be able to go into Outland the day it comes out. And realistically, I probably don't want to. For just gameplay enjoyment, I probably don't want to be, like, one of the first people out there. If my time at the Exodar was any measurement of how terrible being day one is, I don't want to do it. But hello. What's up? Do you count as undead? No, you count as humanoids. You do have poison. I did not mean to lay on hands myself. That was a really stupid decision. Why did I lay on hands myself? Because I moved Purify over one. That's why.
Not enough mana. My mana is low.
I rearranged this little bar here because I got Divine Shield. And I accidentally laid on hands myself. I'm very proud of it. Very proud of that. I am possibly the best gamer you've ever seen. Yeah. Yeah, day 1 Hellfire Peninsula. Good luck finding a mob. Yeah, you're not gonna find it. You're not gonna find anything. Day 1 Hellfire, you're not gonna get anything. There's nothing to be had. Hello, I am here for these. Why are you bothering me? You didn't have to die, you know. Could have just walked away. There we go. Do you have anything that matters? No? Okay. Alright, got that, got that. Crack open these real quick. You can repair? Yeah. I'm fine. None of my shit's, like, horrendously damaged. What DPS class scales really good with gear in TBC? So... the classes that tend to scale the best with gear, just in general, like this isn't even expansion dependent, is typically warrior, rogue, you know, the martial classes that don't really have anything other than abilities that scale off of their current weapon. Like with hunter, you have your pet. With mages, you always have a base damage to work off of. You can rely on your abilities. But like if you like that, rogue and warrior are like the most gear dependent. However, with like top gear, yeah, like most melee classes are good. If I recall correctly, warlock is regarded as one of the better classes in TBC, if I remember my TBC scaling correctly. Because there's a fair bit of like shadow spell power that comes out of TBC. Currently playing an enhancement shaman, but I don't know if I got bored of it at 47. Thinking of your warrior rogue since they scale better. I'd say if you want to be special, okay, so the problem with TBC, right? Is TBC is a very PvP oriented kind of expansion. Rogue in TBC PvP doesn't do very well, because of all the classes, I think they kind of got shafted the most when it came to like new abilities. So I think if you wanted to, warrior is all right. Shaman, I do think you'll enjoy once you get a little bit higher level. I think it's around 52 that enhancement shaman really, like, the moment you start getting more weapons that have on-hit effects is typically when you start enjoying enhancement shaman more. Fucking Christ, everyone is eating these yetis. If you don't want to be a caster, then yeah, I wouldn't fault you for going warrior or rogue. Hunter has also never been a bad option. I feel like Shaman got 0 CC. Shaman has no hard CC. Shaman does have interrupts. They have slows. I think they have a bind. Guten Tag, Frau Vexing. How are you? So, like, but yeah, they just don't have, like, they don't have Gouge. They don't have, Hammer of Justice. They don't have, if you're a combat rogue, you can get, like, Riposte, Kick, etc. But I don't know if it scales good with gear. It does. It's also self-sustaining. And that, like, much like Paladin, it's a self-sustaining class in which, you know, you're equally, like, you're okay in the field, you're better with a group, and you're adaptable. I will say Shaman is always going to be in demand if you care about dungeons and raids, because Wind Fury Totem is just that good. Wind Fury Totem is just that good. So if you're worried about that, you will probably always get a slot in the group. As a shaman, probably.
It's too far away.
Oh yeah, and bloodlust is a thing too. Bloodlust also is a big thing. I don't know if you're more of a PvE or PvP kind of person, so I can't really like, you know, tell you what to do on that regard. It's also hugely dependent on if you're in a PvP or PvE server. If you're in a PvP server, I would say probably go rogue. Yeah, if you're on a PvP server, probably go rogue. Just cause I'm not killing that blood elf. I don't kill Grace. I'll probably go rogue just because people get flying mounts with TBC, and I guarantee you after the first week you're not gonna be able to go to any questing area without being dive bombed by some sweat who's already ready to go fight Illidan. And if you're a warrior, you're kind of shit out of luck. Don't forget to bless yourself. Brother, I'm gonna forget to bless myself every goddamn day. But poppin' Silo, forever underleveled cast X. Disclaimer, I wanted to say my joke, but I cannot hear your reply. Hee hee. Hee hee. Hee hee giggle. Hi, Sarah. But yeah, that's my input. I'm not a professional by any means. This is just my, like, you know, not terrible at the game review of what you could be doing. Hold on, let me try to pronounce this. WDW Kenzir Ramen. WDWK and Zir Ramen Queen. Thank you, the fellow with the road. If she's a lot, I think I'll give Rogue a shot. If not, I'll just go back to my shop. Yeah, I would try Elemental Shaman. Elemental Shaman is good. You can get really cool spell crits. Kenzie, hi, hi Kenzie, welcome on in. Sorry that I have you today. Shu, welcome on in. It's good to see you. How have you been? How's life been treating you? Yeah. Again, I'm not a professional at this game. Like, I play mage. Combat rogue for leveling, right? You can do assassination rogue. Depending on like what you prefer. Assassination rogue is really good for leveling still, regardless. Because you do tend to just delete mobs, so it's good for kill quests. Combat rogue is the more sustainable. Like, you know, you can just go bop, 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 person, you know, one guy, you know, back. That's probably the best way. Been good, hell yeah. But, I think riposte, if you go combat rogue, especially for PvP, combat rogue is very, very good, because being able to disarm paladins, being able to disarm warriors and other rogues, is something that you don't want to sleep on, because that's 6 seconds that you pretty much get to do whatever the fuck you want. 6 seconds of having complete and utter control of what you're doing is not something to downplay. And again, keep in mind, this is all from the perspective of a guy who typically plays mage, an arcane mage at that. Even in vanilla, when it's the worst fucking class in the game. One of my favorite PvP stories to tell was when I was playing with my buddy Snackies during the first release of a TBC Classic, or the Burning Crusade Classic. And we were getting harassed by a level 60 Frost Mage, or a level 70 Frost Mage. We were like level 61, level 62. And he starts charging up a Frost Bolt, or sorry, he's like spamming his shit at us, so I start charging up a Frost Bolt, but again, I'm an Arcane Mage. So, I'm really only using a level 1 Frost Bolt. He has the option of getting hit by this Frost Bolt and getting slowed so that the rogue can catch him, or counterspelling me, which he does. He counterspells me and then starts charging up his Frost Bolt. But I counterspell him. But because I'm an Arcane Mage, my counterspell silences as well for 4 seconds. Not only not only locks you out of School of Magic, but because he counterspelled my Frost spell, I still have my Arcane spells to use all I want. And that's a story about how level 70 died to 2 level 61s, and he absolutely should not have lost that fight, purely because we had about 8 seconds to do whatever the hell we wanted. Don't get counterspelled. Here, point blank, don't get counterspelled. It's not healthy for you.
I need to get closer.
I have so many fucking... I need a better axe. Hey, back. You know any good axes I can... Do we have an axe or a sword in the guild bank I can yoink? Because, fuck, I need something better than this reef axe that I've been hauling around. Like, it's a level 22 axe. I'm 11 levels higher. I just need to be done with it. I don't even know what Bag was listening to what I was saying. I know, I think they're doing Battlegrounds at the moment. Yeah, Rothi base. Oh, God. Yep. I can try to heal a few dungeons and try to snag one. I have Ravager, but I need to be level 37 for it. That's the only downside. I just don't have a good weapon. The only other dungeon I can think of possibly getting one is RFD. I can't think of a dungeon that has a weapon, because Library has a bunch of caster gear. Graveyard doesn't drop shit. Armory is just the Ravager, I think. So
That spell?
in RFD, there's what? What is Atlas loot available in this guy? No, it's not. I need to get Atlas loot for this account. What the fuck is an RFD? What even drops from RFD? It's a dungeon I don't have any like hard memories of, even though I've been in it like 12.5 times. It's something I like. I enjoy RFD. Like, I enjoy doing the dungeon because like it's not really all that bad. But I have no actual memory of what drops from it other than like a lot of rogue gear and some plate, which I'm not even of level to wear yet. Iron. There's a myth. Okay, I need to fucking train my shit at some point. These poor Yetis, man. They didn't ask for this. They didn't ask to be so fluffy and fuzzy and warm and cozy. What the fuck happened to them? Shu, congratulations on a 40 stream streak, by the way. I'm very proud of you. I'm glad you haven't ruined it yet. I wish stream streak showed up in Mix It Up chat. I didn't see it through my shared chat feature. Damn. God. Let's see, what else has been going on in the world of shenanigans? It's been, I don't know, it's been a very eventful weekend, but not necessarily a weekend that I would particularly say is like great to talk about, if I'm being honest. Like, I'm trying to think of like stream appropriate conversations to have, and they're all blanking on me, which is rather unfortunate. I have been having, though, as of recently, as I've been playing World of Warcraft and streaming more World of Warcraft, there have been more and more people mentioning to me that they've been considering getting back into WoW, and I feel a little bad for potentially contributing to that terrible decision. for being someone that may have been maybe leading others astray onto a horrible path of life. Oh yeah. But no, I don't know. I enjoy the time in WoW, but it is a very much a game that you cannot really just kind of dig into. May have done with it, maybe. It's an addictive game. Like, unironically, I think World of Warcraft is still like considered like one of the greater MMOs purely because of the fact that it's not, in case you're wondering why I'm like clicking everything on my mouse, because I'm like leaned back in my chair with only my one hand on my mouse. I'm not really doing anything else. Oh god, why am I so fucking tired? Good god. But every time I see my friends playing WoW, I get sucked back in. I get dragged into the shenanigans. You know, I'm never entirely free of, you know, being dragged back into Azeroth to do the same shit that I've done 100 fucking times. You know, and what am I to say, you know? If my friends want to play video games with me, who am I to tell them no? Who am I to tell them to fuck off? Not me. I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. I gotta say yes. They trusted me. They trusted me with a good time. They trusted me to be someone they can count on. And I can't let them down. I can't fail to be the hero. I gotta do my best. I gotta try. Because if I don't try, what kind of man am I? What the fuck am I even talking about? Brother, this is what killing Yetis in a cave does to you. I'll be entirely honest, today might be a short stream day. Just because I woke up at like 5 a.m. and I'm so tired. I'm so goddamn exhausted. I typically wake up at 9. Can't blow so much smoke, the fire department will complain. Good. I want them to complain. How you doing, Rebus? Are you doing okay? Yeah, today might be a short stream today. I'm hoping to ding 36, if nothing else. I'm incredibly fucking tired today. Okay, sorry, I saw that rogue go invisible. I'm like, is that a hostile rogue? Is that a friendly rogue? Good old Hillsbrad. I hate that you can look at the cave, Zuchi, and know exactly where we are. How you doing, Sushi? How you been? What's poppin', gamer?
It's locked.
I'll never forget these Yetis. Understandable. Very understandable. The Frozen Crusade. One more. Odds are if you show me any WoW mob in the area they're from in class WoW non-alliance only zones, I can tell you where it is. I mean, that could be fun. It could be a fun challenge. WoW GeoGuessr, except you only get to see the creature. That could be funny. Ooh, fuck yeah. Alright, so I need spices, which are not hard to get. Find Kay and Kilnora near the Ghost Shack Farm in Arathi Highlands. Oh, that's a go to Arathi Highlands quest. I'll deal with that later. I need a Hillman's Cloak. That's whatever. I'll get that done later. And now I need to go kill mountain lions. The other cave I remember well is one of the limes in the hinterlands where all the ghost mushrooms spawn. Yeah, where the ghost mushrooms be. Little ghosty mushrooms. Little ghost shrooms. Alright. Now I kill... now we just kill the lions. We don't have to like worry about drop rates. We can just fight them. Again, I'm gonna try to ding 36, and then I'll probably wrap up today. I don't want to. Keep in mind, I'm just mentally not here, and I want to be able to provide the commentary that like people expect me. People expect commentary of me, and if I can't provide, then what kind of streamer am I? What has been going on? I'm trying to think. There was something else I wanted to talk about today. What the fuck was it? Oh, so my German class has been very, very interesting as of recently, and let me ask out of just kind of like vague curiosity, who here has learned how to speak a second language? I know a lot of the Germans in the chat. No shit, you've learned how to speak a second language. But I don't know how many like of the NA crowd that we have. How many of them have learned a second language? Astrams, you know multiple languages. I think Gribos, you know multiple languages. I think. Oh, who else has been here? I don't know if. I studied Japanese. Have you now? That's impressive. Japanese is not an easy language to learn. It is absolutely fucking not an easy language to learn.
I'm out of range.
I was sitting in German class today, and by at least I'm more able to horrify than converse. Good. Some Swedish, some Spanish. Good. I only know basic Spanish from high school and the local community. Fair. I mean, basic's still better than nothing. I was sitting in German class today because for those of you who do not know, I'm an American. I was born and raised in America. However, I currently live in Germany, and I'm in a German integration course so that I can learn the language, learn the culture, learn the government and customs, all the kind of stuff. When I was in class today, I sat down, I opened my workbook, and the teacher started talking, and they kept on talking, and they kept on talking, and I sat there with the sudden realization that I had no idea what the fuck we were talking about. For the longest time, I've been able to, keep up and have a rough grasp of the conversation. However, today was the first day that I just didn't know what the fuck we were talking about. But I think because I'm Asian and know my native tongue, the sounds are never easier to get. Yeah, like when you're learning a language, it's important to know like how many steps away from that language is another language that you learn. And the reason people say that like learning English or being an English speaker and learning Spanish, French, Italian, the reason why they're considered easy is because they're just one step away. They're adjacent enough that you're gonna have a lot of overlap between them, especially because English borrows from so many languages, and so many languages borrow from English. That being said, my German teacher is convinced that because I'm an English speaker, I should not be having any problem learning German, because German and English have a lot of overlap with each other. The problem is that the sentence structure is not there. Like how things are set up is not quite there. German also falls into that list. Results vary. But it's like, it's the fact that whenever I'm learning German, or like whenever I hear someone else speak German to me, I don't hear it in German. I hear it, I have to translate it, I then have to swap the sentence around into the correct order. Then I have to come up with a response, translate it, reshuffle it, and then hope to God I got it right. And it takes a good, like, 30 seconds of lag for that whole process to unfold. A whole 30 seconds before I can actually, like, fully respond. By the way, Fig, I'm very proud of, like, you trying to learn Japanese. Japanese is not easy. Most East Asian languages are just not easy at all. And to become fluent in them takes a lot of dedication. I think it was easy for me to pick up the amount of, like, German I know because of my background in Spanish. German is worse because if you mess up a word, that's a whole sentence typo. Kinda, in a way. Not entirely, but close. Fight me, what was wrong with that? German is worse. Saying anything negative about Germans is considered hate speech.
My man is low.
You need, like, yeah, I'm gonna let you guess why. Just go ahead and toss out an idea on why you think that might be. I'll give you time to think about it if you really need time. I'll give you time to think about it. Redact. Best way to respond. Very good way to respond. Oh, hey! I found it. Remember that hate comment I was talking about earlier? Thankfully, YouTube notifications didn't delete it. I have it. I have the hate comment, and now y'all can see what the fuck I was talking about. Still not fluent in Japanese because I haven't had much time speaking French. Oh my god. Yeah. So this is that is the gayest she ever. Yeah. This is a comment left on the last VOD that I had of World of Warcraft on YouTube. It's the only comment. But what I love is they felt the need to comment, you know? I'm not hiding the username, fuck it, I don't care. But the gayest she ever. Like, I feel like they were trying to avoid censors, is what I want to believe. Dodging AM.
Do you want to be stepped on?
Oh, hey there, soy VTuber. What's up, fucking bitch ho? How you doing? How your feet pick sales going? You doing all right?
I'm out of range.
You got Leah? Oh, Fig, do you know Leah? That was so mean. You know I love you. Shut up. Last time I had one allow a sentence that phrase, I hate the German, because the full sentence was, I hate the German language for how difficult it is and how much regional dialects there are. Yeah. That was so mean. You keep coming back. Remotes? Oh, hell yeah. Me and Fig go way back? Hell yeah. Leah is one of my bestest friends, which is why I get to call her out and be excessively mean, unprompted. Because she knows I'm only joking. Lest we remember.
There is no friendships in this world. None. Nope, not even Bard. Nope, he is the enemy.
Hi, Neko. The protector of both snow and galaxy arrived here on me, bring Blizzard. Nothing but chaotically good vibes. Hi, Neko. How have you been? Welcome on in. How's life been treating you? And welcome on Arrears. For those who don't know me, I'm Silo Castex, Truth the Magical Bard, D&D DM, Fantasy V, all that lovely jazz. It is a pleasure to meet you, a pleasure to have you, and how's everyone doing? What were you up to? What were you doing? Just popping in? You're allowed to pop all you want. How have you been, Neko? Been exhausted because of life, but still kicking. How are you? I'm doing amazing. As you can tell, I'm playing World of Warcraft, which means that I'm a very healthy...
A platypus.
And...
A parrying platypus. Parry the parrying platypus. Parry the parrying platypus.
I'm a very, very healthy individual. Yes. Hold on, hold on. No, I can do better than that. Give me a second. Hold on, I can do better than that. Give me one damn second here. While I take this drink, can someone hit Y follow, by the way? I'm waiting you got 30 seconds to give me a reason I should follow you. I got a fat dragon cock. Anyways. Neko, if you need to eat, sleep, drink, rest, I fully understand, but if you need to dash and run, I fully understand as well. You're more than welcome to hang out and chat as long as you like.
A platypus. A parrying platypus. Parry the parrying platypus.
God, it's so fucking hard to do that voice. It's so hard to do that voice. I'm getting better at it, though. I'm getting better at the on demand. Neko, I'm glad you're here, though. I don't know how he does it. What do you mean?
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
You see, Perry the platypus. When I was a boy,
I like talking with that voice is so difficult. It's so hard.
Don't you think that's really fucked up?
Bard is definitely healthy and well-rounded individual. Now, please let my family go. You don't like your family to begin with. Don't fucking pretend. Me taking your family hostage is a favor. What the hell do you mean? You should be thanking me, okay? You should be paying me to keep them away from you. Oh my god. Yeah, Fig, I think that's very neat. Leah is my dearest friend. Someone who I love and adore very, very, very much, even though we fucking what's the right term? Brag on each other? Yeah, I guess brag on each other. Almost every single day. Almost. Not every day. Some days she gets a little whiny and I gotta be nice to her, but you know, it's fine. I survived the Battle of the Brats? Oh no, it's not the Brats, it's a brat. Throw ribs at each other? Like two skeletons duking it out? Yeah. Bartledew, not Bartledew. Bartledew, what happened? What happened, Bartle? Did you die to the fucking cat? Bartledew. Bartledew? Are you okay? Bartledew, what's up? Buddy. Bartledew. Bartledew, get up, man. But this isn't the place to be napping. I know, like... Like, if you're gonna choose a spot to bleed out and die, like... You could've, like... done it in that ditch. This is kind of just an awkward place to bleed out and die. Bartledew, wake up, brother. Damn. He's cooked. He's cooked. I don't know what to tell you. He's cooked. Poor Bartledew. Pop off so I can be with Mama Bean, but I hope you have an amazing stream, homie. Thank you, Neko. And again, I hope you take care of yourself. You rest well, yeah? Ha-pa-pa-pa.
I can't carry.
My inventory is full. What's rest? Something that you don't do often enough. Oh, he's a hill dwarf. I get it. Ha 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 ha. I need to kill you. Oh my god. What the fuck was I talking about? I don't remember what I was talking about. I don't know. I had a train of thought. I have no memory of that train of thought.
Inventory is full.
Inventory is full. Meow, 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 meow. Throw away this fish. Someone was through here. Someone's been through here. And that's kind of concerning. Before Baldur, I thought it was like Yurli or something. I mean, yeah, I could glaze Leah more, like if she wanted me to, but I don't think she's in the mood for me to be like excessively nice to her.
I can't carry anymore. It's too far away.
God. God, I'm... Yeah, okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do the Syndicate quest, and then we're gonna finish up the quest that we currently have, and then I'm probably... Not this part. I'm not gonna be doing the Crust Ridge bounty one. But I will be, like, finishing up the Syndicate and the Lion quest, and then probably calling it for the day. I'm sitting here, like, trying to, like, formulate a complex idea, and it's just not working out. Fuck you! You piece of shit. Fucking popping sprint to stop me. How fucking dare you? Fuck you, rogue. If I remember correctly, there's, Forsaken guards that patrol this road. I think. No, they patrol further down. Closer to the town, I think. I don't think they come all the way up here to the Altric Mountains. God, I can't wait to... I kind of want to do more hardcore. I'm not gonna lie. I really want to see where that, fist-only rogue ends up taking us. Because it's typically one of those build ideas that is such a stupid... That's so stupid in concept, but actually, like, ends up being, like, a really fun, you know, rags to riches kind of story, you know? Syndicate thief? Oh, no. God damn, 268 crit. No, I mean... Because the problem I have right now is that, like, I don't have a whole lot to talk about at the moment. And I could very easily commentate on recent Twitter shenanigans. But I feel like to complain about those Twitter shenanigans, I would be only contributing in a negative way. Like, there's no way I can think of to spin what's been going on in a positive way without just seeming excessively aggressive towards people who are technically my colleagues, you know what I mean? Because, don't get me wrong, I very frequently call out, you know, bad behavior from other content creators whenever I see it, regardless of size. But the problem that I have with recent events, is that not necessarily even the size of the people involved, but more so the fact that it's leveraging against a larger community, that it makes me feel like I'm missing something. Like I'm in the wrong to some extent. You know what I mean? There's a point of view that I don't understand. It's probably a better way to phrase it. Love my delicious South Shore Stout. No, it's just stupid, exactly. I think that's an important thing to realize whenever you're trying to inject your opinions upon things as they develop, is that it's not always necessarily that like everyone else is wrong and stupid and weird. It may be that you just don't understand the perspective of people who are currently going through what you're describing. I can, sit here all day and criticize all I want, but an important thing to ask, and what makes a difference between someone who is like a drama VTuber and someone who's like actually trying to break down events as they occur, is the recognition of how to put it, what message am I trying to put forward, right? The message, more than anything, needs to lead to positivity, even if itself is not inherently positive baseline. It needs to contribute positively in some way, shape, or form. And there's not a really good way to phrase anything that's been going on without seeming like being you're part of the problem. Big yawns. Fuck. I hope I'm making sense on everything that I rant about, by the way. Always say something if I'm just fucking making noise for the sake of making noise.
I need more.
Chop. Chop. Come on. Come on. Get the fuck over here. I may have been low. This is a terrible idea. Smile. I'm gonna walk away from this idea. And because I'm a paladin, I can do whatever I want. And never be punished. Never punished. As a paladin, I get to throw myself off a cliff and not be punished, because that's just how we live. That's just how we roll. Hello, red tiefling playing a blue tiefling, because that's not confusing at all. Not at all. Hello, Ziva, how are you? If I could make it red, I would. But that's a retail thing. I think having a red tiefling or a red Draenei is a retail thing. Who's also paladin? Yes. Fuck paladins. You know what? This is probably gonna get me muted on YouTube. We'll take it. Why not? Just for the sake of the he-who's. Yeah, bud. Yeah, bud. Alright. Hello, William. Good morning.
I'm glad you changed your last name, you son of a bitch.
I thought you were a paladin. Doesn't change my opinion. Still love the song. Still love the song. Hi, Bacon. Welcome on in. Hello, Storm. It's good to see you. How are you guys doing? And yes, I am a paladin, but that does not change my opinion that all paladins are bastards. I never understood fully the concept behind like killing individuals who are of grade level to you. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm fucking tired. We're not gonna be going for super long today, because I just fucking can't make comprehensive thoughts anymore. But I don't fully understand like why you'd kill people who are like drastically below your level. And the reason I say drastically below your level is because you can still get honor points, which honor is the currency in which you use to buy your PvP gear and whatnot, and ranking up in PvP more importantly. You can still get that kind of stuff from like killing people who are lower than you, but there's a cutoff point, because you'll notice that like if I click on that sheep, its level is greater than me. That means I get nothing for killing it. Like, no, like, you know, maybe loot, but more likely not, just kind of fuck all. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Piss off. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, it's just been a fucking tiring week. I don't get the superiority that comes from it. Mainly because you're assaulting people who can't fight back in PvP. And that's not necessarily like oh, well, no shit, why would you do it? Like, obviously they would do it because it gives them a sense of superiority. My thing is I don't know where that sense of superiority comes from. And at the end of the day, it's a fucking, like, it's just a game. It doesn't bother me that I died. I could honestly care less that I died in a game. The questioning comes from, like, where do you get off at the sperm bank? Because the fucking stupid ass .Q spits on the ground. Like, yeah, bud, you killed a guy who's like probably half your level. What, bud? What are we doing here? Why am I being attacked by fucking everyone today? Jesus Christ, go away. How is he shunting aggro over to me? That's what I want to know. Wait, how is he shunting aggro over to me? What? What? Like, I know rogues have the ability to, like... But it's not that short of a cooldown. What? Huh? That's fucking... How the fuck did he shunt aggro? He aggroes people. Locks onto me. I don't know what ability he did. But he then dropped in aggro and the mobs attacked me even though I shouldn't be on their aggro chart. What happened? Where'd that come from? What? Well, congrats on your 5 stream streak. I would say just simply revenge. They probably got menaced by a high-level character too. Ah, yes, continuing abuse. It's probably a power trip for them, and they wouldn't want to be able to handle anyone else the same level as them one-on-one. Fair and valid, I suppose. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna respawn, and I'm gonna beat the fuck out of this rogue because he's pissing me off. I just need to make sure that I'm, like... not gonna get jumped immediately. Keone, welcome on in. How you doing? Where'd he go? Or did he just throw himself off the cliff? Is he done with this place? If he left, he left. That's fine. Oh, there he is. Oh, he was just talking to the henchman. Okay. Was he? I don't know. I don't know. If he had stuck around, I was gonna jump him, but I'm not gonna chase him down. That's just asking for problems. Brand new ability or hack? I doubt it's a hack. Fucking, you know, hacking MMO. Hacking Blizzard's, like, World of Warcraft servers is probably a lot harder than you might imagine. MMOs are very, very, sturdy against that kind of thing, I guess is the best way to put it. I don't know. That was weird. That was just a weird interaction. I don't know how the fuck he did that. I might ask some people later on who know better than me. Because again, I don't play Rogue that often. I have no idea what the hell those shenanigans were about, and I'm not with them. What do you mean I can't care anymore? But I want to care. Fuck you. Anyways, there's a reason why I don't attack people who are gray level. And it's because I don't want to, like, carry on the cycle of Bagmite, no. I don't want to carry on the cycle of like punishing people who are just trying to play the game. I'll always fight, you know, when we're of level to each other. I don't give a fuck about gear. Like, I'm not gonna be like, well, hold on, let me inspect you real quick to make sure that I know what gear level you're at. Like, I don't give a fuck about that. What I do care about, though, is making sure that the people I am fighting, they're not inherently going to be, like, their experience is not so irreparably dismantled by me engaging, like, because we're both on a PvP server, right? Like, people who sign up for PvP servers know what they're signing up for. And that it's typically to fight other players in open world PvP. And that comes with the territory of sometimes you're gonna have an unfair fight. And most fights are gonna be unfair, genuinely. It's why rogues do so well in open PvP servers. But the amount of times, like, off camera this past weekend, I was like heading to Scarlet Monster or whatever, and there's like a raid party of level 50 to 60 horde sat at South Shore Flight Path waiting to just kill anyone who's trying to go anywhere. Like, what's the point? What are you doing? What are you doing, bud? Hi, Legend. How you doing? It's not engaging gameplay. Like, it is gameplay that exists purely to make someone else's day worse. And that is not gameplay that I want to perpetuate whenever I am playing these games. When it first came out, it was over 10 years, so as much as it's nostalgia, I don't miss the time that I getting ganked by my body with being camped by assholes when I first started out. Yeah, it sucks. Like, it genuinely, and people wonder why MMOs kind of die out, especially like open world PvP MMOs. You know, Ashes of Creation, for example. Yankees are leveled. How dare they not be 70 yet? What, speedruns isn't good enough for them? Exactly. Ashes of Creation. I enjoyed my time that I spent on the game. I did. But I remember during one of the early playtests, Asmongold wanted to play the game, which I don't fucking like Asmongold. I'm not gonna sit here and say that Asmongold is like a good person or a good content creator. Hello, Sarah. But when Ashes of the Christian came out, he wanted to try the try the game. And people were so adamant about Asmongold not being a part of Ashes of Creation, not bringing his community to the game, that they spawn camped him at spawn. Like, at character creation spawn, they were right there, stuffing his ass out. They were upon, like, so because Ashes of Creation is an open world PvP game. All the time, no matter your level, no matter who you are liable to being attacked at any given moment. And so, but they were so adamant of not having Asmon play that the moment he made his character, there were max level characters sat there at spawn, dozens of them, keeping him from leaving. He was not allowed to leave. He wasn't even allowed to talk to the NPCs. And there was nothing anyone could do. Until eventually the GM had to step in, give him invulnerability for a time, and that same week, they made it so that you are immune from PvP for, I think, the first 15 levels of your adventure. So you're not like you're less at risk of getting bodied by whoever. You have time to like find friends, get gear, learn to get some levels, all that kind of stuff. And when the level cap's 25, so like it's not horribly disparaging. But like imagine that being anyone else, right? Imagine that being literally anyone else, where you're trying to enjoy an MMO. You're trying to like learn how to play the game, and there are people who have dedicated so much more time into the game that feel like it is their right, not a privilege, but a right that they have to start dumpstering you for their own entertainment. They don't get any rewards out of it. It's not progressing the goal. You're not instigating these fights. You are simply existing in the same world as them. But because they have power over you, they feel the need to exercise that power to harm you, to mitigate your time. It's why a lot of these open world PvP MMOs don't do very well. It's because there's nothing protecting the characters of new players. It's why, like, EVE Online is so fucking hard to get into. Because unless you're willing to sign up with a corporation, you have nothing. There's nothing stopping you. And the whole point of EVE is that it's to encourage you to, you know, work with other players, because trying to do anything alone in that game is a fucking nightmare. But the new player experience of these of open world, you know, PvP games where, like, oh, you the player make the choices. Like, they need to have some kind of protection. They need to have something to allow new blood into the community, or there won't be a community given enough time. Spent a lot of time in the Barrens kiting 60s with my lobby center. Yeah, and that can be funny. It can be funny when you know what you're doing. But if you don't know what you're doing, or if, like, okay, for example, I told that story earlier of me and Snacky's bodying that level 70 mage when we were both like level 60, right? That same day, he tried to do that several times. Like, he tried to 1v2 us several times and died every time. To the point where his guild took to the entire area in the entirety of... Hold on, I can show you. This whole fucking area, this whole western area of this map, completely on lockdown. We were just trying to quest over here, and we couldn't do it anymore. Because the entire guild decided that all Horde need to die in that area. And that's cool. That is their right. But, you know, it is a case of someone got pissy that that their max level character, like, just that their numbers are bigger and they're still losing. So they need to shut down everyone else's fun until they feel like they've gotten their justice, right? Or until they get bored. As much as I love these games, I'm very conscientious of the fact that it is the medium of MMOs is currently not majority. Like, I'm not gonna say the majority of people who play MMOs are this way, but a sizable percentage are man children, and they will throw a hissy fit at absolutely anything that is not what they wanted. It's why we have people who were so willing to boost their characters, especially after having mages in-game boost their characters for them, became against TOS and made mechanically impossible. It's why people buy gold and buy currency in these games, rather than just playing the fucking game. There needs to be a way, such as a Chad Pumper. Yeah, such as the Chad Pumper, you know. The Chad Pumper versus Soy Boy VTuber, you know, it's just how these things tend to go. But I'm very... As much as I love MMOs, I'm also, like, mildly concerned about how things will go for the future, because there are so few people willing to work towards a status quo that allows for new people to play. The Chad Virgin losers the world of people with lives and money. Which is which? That's for you to decide. What do I need? Fucking...
See you later.
Soothing spices.
Specific?
My bad.
See you around.
So yeah, I enjoy MMOs. I love MMOs so fucking much. But I cannot sit here and tell you that the medium does not have problems. That it does not have, you know, a lot of, like, issues that need to be addressed at some point or another if people want to still enjoy MMOs. Fucking... I want Ashes of Creation to succeed, but Ashes of Creation has a long way to go before that happens.
Be careful.
Hello.
Light bless you. Go with honor, friend.
Okay.
For the Alliance.
Give me that.
Light bless you.
Oh boy, quest XP. But Actions of Christian has a long way to go before it gets into EVE Online has become late stage capitalist hell. Like it's not a good time. You can have this.
Go with honor, friend. Be careful. For the Alliance.
Thank you. FF14. I like FF14 conceptually. Gameplay-wise, FF14 is a single-player game, much like Star Wars: The Old Republic. It's not an MMO. It's a single-player game with chat room features. Until you push for raiding or PvP content, it's a single-player game. I don't know.
What can I do for you? Have a good
And there's a lot of other MMOs out there that I'm aware of that just are missing the mark in every category.
Have a good one.
Every category, they're just constantly missing the mark. And I'm hoping that for the future, we can have a more productive, a more healthy, and a more sustainable system of gaming. Because I like MMOs, I like getting to meet new people, I love the emergent stories, I love building a character the way I want to build them and the way I want to play them. Regardless if it's mechanically the meta or not, it's still a good way to enjoy and play and have fun with the game. But that requires the community to put their fucking ego and their pride aside and let there be new blood in these games. Or there will not be these games to play anymore. It happened with Arcade, it happened with fucking For Honor, and like, I don't even know if For Honor's on MMO, hold with me here. Like, the number one enemy of these games is the people who fucking play them. And it sucks. A lot. Anyways. I wanted to keep streaming today. However, I have been very, very tired. I should not have gone live today. My head's fucking killing me. My eyes are getting heavy. I cannot keep talking right now. But I appreciate everyone who's took time to stop by and say hi. If you're new here, I encourage you to join the Discord so you know when I'm going live. I will be back tomorrow. I just fucking can't today. I just can't today. Who is she still doing her shit? Yeah. Cool. Making sure there's no like special events that I'm missing out on real quick. No, we're good. Alright. Get rest, Silo. Thank you for stream. Thank you for being here. I do greatly appreciate you guys. For the YouTube peeps, thank you for being here. Hopefully you enjoyed your time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And for the Twitch peeps, we're gonna go head over and say hi to Glossy.